Bullhorn, Betty. Thank you for my shirt. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Kids Club.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
My bite's not close to my bark, buddy. And slid down so we can see a red suitcase right here for law enforcement if they're watching and you guys would like to come back here. Of her being out here. So this is what we're doing today. We will see you guys back here real soon.
Well, hey guys, welcome to the Bullhorn Betty channel. I am Bullhorn Betty, and I am here to tell you guys about the latest, greatest in true crime. And here is your latest recap for the week.
I'm unsure why we haven't heard about this case sooner. This is a case of a 25-year-old and her daughter missing. Michaela Wilkerson is a 25-year-old mother of a 3-year-old beautiful daughter. Like many of the cases that I choose to cover and bring attention to, I received an email related to this case because it wasn't getting enough attention. Michaela, 25-year-old, and her daughter, 3-year-old Malaya, have been missing since July 28th from Berkeley, Missouri. So again, this is my biggest concern. We have a beautiful young woman, 25-year-old, and her 3-year-old daughter missing for almost a month, and we're just now learning of this story. Family is expressing it's not like her. She's goofy. She's a smart individual. Like it's not like Michaela at all. Her cousin states in this article and to law enforcement as well as other news outlets that this is not something that she would do. She just doesn't disappear. They're screaming and trying to get attention to this case. Something is majorly wrong, and we're just now hearing about it. So please, if you have seen either one of these girls, either the 25-year-old mom, Michaela, or 3-year-old Malaya, you are asked to call in any tip or lead leading to their whereabouts. This is a concern for many people. Enough time has passed that it is of grave concern now. We need to find both of these individuals. So the major question is, what happened to Michaela and her daughter?
I cried a lot. He's so young, just wow.
This is Hezekiah Bernard, 12 years old, shot in the head and dumped in the garbage like trash.
Beginning August 22nd, Tuesday of last week, when a housing authority sanitation worker picked up a plastic trash container on the 5500 block of Cherry Street. Investigators say the next day, when the same worker took the truck back out to gather more trash, the container overturned, revealing the body inside.
What happened to Hezekiah? Because we're getting conflicted information. Was he in the system or was he not? How did he get in the dumpster with a bullet in his head?
Sources tell us Hezekiah was not in the Department of Human Services care at the time. However, Hezekiah's mother says he was.
We just found out, Tuesday. And
I miss my son. I won't see him again.
So this just makes me wonder, what in the world happened? And who is responsible? This is a 12-year-old child, and my heart bleeds for his family and friends. But if he was in the system, I'd like to know what in the world happened and how this young man wound up in a dumpster with a bullet in his head.
We now know that the body found in the dumpster was Hezekiah Bernard, 12 years old, and found shot in the head. He was found at the 5500 block of Cherry Street. But did you know there was another murder not too far from this area on Poplar Street of a 16-year-old boy named Tyshir Hankinson? Shots rang out around 1:05 a.m. on Saturday morning. Tyshir lay dying from multiple gunshot wounds and pronounced dead at the scene. The sad part about Tyshir's death was now he will not be held accountable for Hezekiah's death. Tyshir was wanted in connection with Hezekiah's murder.
Fox News has confirmed that a teenager killed this morning was a person of interest in the murder of a 12-year-old whose body was found in a trash can. Philadelphia police say Hezekiah Bernard was shot in the head and his body wrapped in a plastic sheet and a blanket. His body was found in a dumpster on the 5500 block of Cherry Street on August 23rd. Investigators say he had been dead for at least one full day, possibly two. As far as the homicide victim from earlier this morning, police only say he was between 18 and 21 years of age. Just after 1 o'clock this morning, someone shot him repeatedly on the 5400 block of Poplar Street in West Philadelphia. No further information has been released at this time.
About what authorities are calling a racially motivated shooting rampage in Jacksonville, Florida. Police identifying the suspect as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter, the white male allegedly shooting and killing 3 black people. Investigators releasing this chilling video of the suspect entering the Dollar General store on Saturday. He was armed with an AR-15 style rifle. Police say he fired multiple rounds before turning the gun on himself. The rampage was 11 minutes long. The Jacksonville community in mourning tonight, remembering the victims with vigils and gathering in prayer circles. All this taking place as thousands gathered in the nation's capital on Saturday to mark the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington. The sheriff saying the hate that motivated this shooting only adds an additional layer of heartbreak.
I want to begin by honoring the three precious lives that were lost yesterday. Angela Michelle Carr, 52 years old. Anolt Joseph, or AJ Laguerre Jr., 19 years old. And Gerald Deshawn Gallion, 29 years old.
It's hard to believe that this act of horror rocked Jacksonville, Florida. We were there as they started putting up the fence perimeter around the property when everything started feeling very real. I can personally tell you the somberness that we all felt while standing out there and watching the workers work as they removed debris and put up this fence as a perimeter to keep people out. As we witness a tow truck pulling in to remove the final car from the parking lot. This was so eerie, and it just made your heart stop. Screams that nobody could hear. This is very, very hard to watch. Understanding the sadness of the community, the pain that lies in the hearts of so many, for the reasons no one will know why hate exists.
We're at the Edwards Water University here in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is where it is alleged that the 21-year-old shooter, Bryan Kohberger, came here first. The security guard says he didn't seem like he wanted to do the act of violence here, according to them. But he did see him put on his mask as well as the tactical gear before making his way to the Dollar General, where the most unthinkable crime took place. And as you see, the historical building is right here. Why are we here is because the news report said that the masked shooter, which has now been identified as Bryan Kohberger, 21 years old, from Clay County, made the 30-plus minute drive over to this area to carry out an unthinkable act. He was spotted right here at the Edwards Water University prior to going over to the Dollar General to carry out this hate-filled, racist act that was perpetrated on 3 innocent black lives here in this county.
Details about what authorities are calling a racially motivated shooting rampage in Jacksonville, Florida.
I want to begin by honoring the 3 precious lives that were lost yesterday. Angela Michelle Carr, 52 years old. Anolt Joseph, or AJ Laguerre Jr., 19 years old. And Gerald Deshawn Gallion, 29 years old.
A security officer saw Ryan here as he was approaching the school campus, and he kind of ran him off, so to speak. He watched this man, Ryan, put on a ski mask and tactical gear before pulling away from this university. As we learn more and more about the Jacksonville shooter of the Dollar General, Ryan Kohberger, we are learning from this Rolling Stones magazine that he was targeting Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly.
Chronicles of Olivia and I went to Jacksonville to find out what happened at the Dollar General and to hear from the community, in a community devastated by the hate of one individual. Here are some of the interviews that we had with residents in this community.
And what do you think needs to happen in society today to prevent something like this? Or is there anything that can prevent something like this?
More mental health awareness.
I mean, because of the climate of things, it's an ugly and surprising situation.
The only solution to this race problem is separation.
We even met the boyfriend of a woman that sat next to Angela. Her car received 11 shots fired into it, and Angela, only 52 years old, lost her life.
When she went to her car to put the ice in the back seat, that's when she saw him walking around the corner. So she dove on the seat. She heard some shots, tap, 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 tap. And she looked up, he was walking in the store. After he walked in the store, she took off running.
Thank God Ryan Kohberger's destruction ended at the Dollar General. Can you imagine if he made it to the concert? God bless Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly.
Are you happy that you're out of jail?
Right behind me is Alec Murdaugh's home here in the country. There. That's where they found him. This is where he murdered his wife and his son.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Fearful for your life if you believe the killer out there?
Absolutely.
State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for murder.
Did you lie to Agent Owen and Agent Croft?
I did lie to them.
Guilty. Verdict.
So this is a weird phenomenon that I'm seeing with Buster. Is he completely in denial? Or does he truly believe that somebody's out there? I'm sorry, but I'm not convinced. Check this out.
Are you fearful for your life if you believe the killer out there?
Absolutely. I think that I've set myself up to be safe, but yes, when I go to bed at night, I have a fear that there is somebody else still out there.
Docket number 2022 GS 15 00592, the State of South Carolina, County of Colleton, in the Court of General Sessions in the term of 2022, July, the State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for murder. Guilty. Verdict.
Was that you? On the kennel video at 8:44 p.m. on June 7th, the night Maggie and Paul were murdered. Were you in fact at the kennels at 8:44 p.m. on the night Maggie and Paul were murdered?
I was.
Did you lie to Sled Agent Owen and Deputy Laura Rutland on the night of June 7th told them that you stayed at the house after dinner?
I did lie to them.
Did you lie to Agent Owen and Agent Croft in the follow-up interview on June 10th that the last time you saw Maggie and Paul was at dinner?
I did lie to them.
And in the interview of August 11th, did you tell Agent Owen and Agent Croft, did you lie to them by telling them that you were not down at the kennels on that night?
Yes.
Guilty verdict.
I want to personally thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.
And we are thankful for the love and support of our community here on YouTube and abroad. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see you this Labor Day. I know many of you were probably thinking we weren't coming live today. I have been working, as you guys can see. There was two videos in there. Did you guys see them? I accidentally put the thumbnails in instead of the actual videos. Like, all the editing in the world. I just can't do it. Some days I just can't get it, right? Don't forget. Oh, I forgot it's backwards. Oops, this way. There. I got to point in the opposite direction. You guys don't realize I'm literally pointing in the opposite direction to point at this thing here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bullhorn Betty. We have really been trying to step this all up a notch and get you guys some content that I think that you'll like. Why isn't this, there we go. I had to do it twice. Sorry. I'm like, what's going on here? Why can't I get it out? There we go. It should be going off. There we go. So it's great to have you guys here today, and I just wanted to let you know I've really been working hard on getting more information in little bite-sized pieces. Many of you know that I am doing stuff on TikTok. I know that I have a little bit of a older audience, on YouTube, and you guys just probably aren't with the whole TikTok thing, right? We want to be comfortable with what we know, right? So, can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure. There we go. I'll get it up just a little bit louder because I don't have the microphone like right here. So I've been putting a lot more stuff on TikTok. Well, on TikTok, the mind spans of people on TikTok is like this, right? The mind span here on YouTube is like this. Like, you guys want more. You want more time, more to the videos, more to that. It's not like that on TikTok. It's like snippets. So usually I try to keep the videos about a little over a minute, but under 3 minutes. And since I'm doing them over there, I'm now realizing I'm using another editing software, as you guys can probably tell. You can tell the ones I use on iMovie and the ones I use on the other editing software I have. And I might be not using iMovie at all because I get so much more features, obviously, with this other program. Long story short, I've been doing different things, but it's just been snippets, and so I'm just converting those over to YouTube. So when I'm doing them on TikTok, I'm doing them on YouTube. And then you guys can see, because there's been so many people that I keep saying, go to my account on TikTok, and they're like, I don't have a TikTok account, and I don't want a TikTok account. Okay, well, I've heard you. And so I've been working so hard on getting those, because it's a little different over there. You gotta work. They don't do lives like the lives like we have here, and people call. You can't do that over on TikTok. So they want stuff that's nice. They want stuff that's nice. When I'm out in the field, they'll just tune in just because we're out in the field and they want to see searching and stuff like that. And I get it. But for the videos, you got to have a little more punch, right? So I'm working with it. That's what I've been doing so much. I've been, if anybody's wondering why I have been so distant, why I have been a little crazy, you guys know all the stuff that you do know that's going on in my life, but all the stuff that you don't know that's going on in my life, like me working on being more creative with the videos. And I'm trying, because, I'm just when I come out here, I'm just kind of blunt, but I speak loud. So I can't tell, because of my hearing issues, how I speak, how loud I speak, you know, and things of that nature. But on those videos, I can. And so, because I'm constantly listening to them, I'm constantly doing voiceovers, and I'm constantly having to correct and soften it up. It's just, you guys just get what you guys get. What you guys get, right? So ones that love me, love me. The ones that hate me, hate me. But happy Labor Day, guys. Happy Labor Day, guys. And no matter what, they're always watching. You know, they're always watching. It never matters. You can drop my, like I said, you can drop my subscribers down to 2,000. I will still have the same amount of views. I like literally have the same amount of views. My views are pretty much steady. Occasionally they throw a temper tantrum and decide they're not going to watch, but they always have to come back and watch. They always have to do it, right? And they always have to come back with their snarky comments. Sometimes I throw crap in just to hear the snarky comments. I know you guys don't do it. It's one of those things, right? Like, I will put in the description everything that's going on, and I will make a mistake. I could edit it out. Like, literally, I edited it out on one platform. Why wouldn't I edit it out on the other platform, right? Just to see the one Karen. No offense, Karen. I love you, but you know what I'm talking about. That Karen, right? Oh my goodness. Just to see which ones. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, it's content, you know, it's the stuff that makes my job worth doing, okay? You know, getting some humor every here and there is and you know what? They never fail. They never fail. And I swear to God, when I'm back here and they do exactly what I want them to do, I just start cracking up, and I'm just like, you know, you guys are so stupid. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. You're being led. Quit being blind. Hand to God. Hand to God. Hand to God. But it does, you know, I got a couple chuckles out of a couple things over the last couple days. But anyways, so I didn't come live. I gotta tell you, yesterday, I don't know what the heck I was doing. I really don't. I figured, you know what? I must have just not needed to go live yesterday. I got up. I was working on videos. I always try to come live at least for a few minutes sometime after church. I don't really get a bright and early morning live on Sunday. And so I was working, and I was starting to put videos together. You don't understand how time-consuming this stuff is, right? I tell you what, God bless Olivia. God bless Olivia, seriously. She is just... now I understand how she gets the stuff done the way she gets it done, because her hands move. Did I ever tell you guys? I know if you go back to some of my newer, you know, my older stuff when we first came out here, you know, started on YouTube. Sorry, it was a little funny because when we watched her, like, I couldn't watch her edit videos. I seriously, like, literally watching her hands move, I could not do it. It was giving me motion sickness. I swear. And I know I've told you guys this before, but she says, and you just see all these little screens going up, and she's, and I'm just like, you're going to have to sit in the back seat, because even the peripheral vision of all of this going on in the front seat while we're driving to, I can't remember if we were in Utah or if it was in Tennessee or whatever, it was giving me motion sickness. I'm not lying. I have a new appreciation. Like, I knew Olivia had a craft. I knew she's very gifted. I knew that. But you guys can see, I mean, my videos are looking a little bit, they're not an Olivia beautiful production video, and I don't ever aspire to do that, because honestly, this is about as much as my patience can handle. I got to God bless Olivia. She has the patience. I don't even know. She has a patience of a saint. Like, she literally has the patience of a saint. I don't know how she does, and she's so particular. She wants to make sure, she'll listen so closely just to make sure that pause is right where the transition is. And if it's not, she'll go and adjust certain things just to push it just a little closer. It's just like, she is just so dedicated and very, very particular and picky. Very particular. She's very particular about her stuff. I'm not so much. I'm not so much. So you'll see some things I'm not even gonna fix it. You guys love me. I'm making an effort. Like, I'm not fixing this little, like, it's gonna take me another hour just to fix this little 2-second on there. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. New appreciation for Olivia and people like Olivia. Like, we have some other content creators that put together some pretty spectacular pieces, you know. And I'm just talking about from the cinematic type of visualization, not necessarily, because you got like Plunder that, you know, goes through all this stuff. And I love how she puts her videos together, but it's not really in documentary format. It's more like what I do here in commentary format. So but she's, you know, I think she sticks to more of the facts and lets people. I give you guys the facts. If you don't want to hear my opinion after you guys get the facts, have a great day, right? But you usually like to stick around to hear my crazy off the wall opinion. I mean, that's what you guys like, right? You guys want to say, oh crap, what's her opinion today? What is going to fall out of this lady's mouth today? You never know. You know, some days it's a mystery to me too. I have to be honest with you. Some days it's just a mystery. It depends on the feeling, right? I'm just coming in here. I'm just joking. But some days it is. Some days I'm just, you know, we'll read something and you guys will get authentic, literally authentic, can't get any more authentic gesture or expression or response than you get from some. And here's one of them. I'm going to go to my YouTube channel and we're going to play this because I know you guys have seen it. But you guys need to see it again. Because I gotta tell you, this thing cracks me. Remember when we had the live? For those that didn't see it, when we had the live, I was reading. We listened to this audio, and I had not heard it before. I was reading the article, and I'm like, I really want something that's gonna play. And I made this decision literally right on my live that I'm gonna go ahead and let this, play one of these things. The first one was of an older video of Bryan Kohberger. I was like, why are they playing this? And so we went to a different article and they kind of had older stuff in the video portion of it as well. But then it had down right under that video, it has like this, this recording that basically reads the entire article to those that are, you know, visually impaired. I didn't know they did that. I mean, I've always seen it there, here, and there, but I've never pushed the button because I didn't know what it did. Oh, Lord. Where's my giggles? Do I have giggles on here? I wish I had the I gotta get better at pushing buttons. So anyways, I didn't know what that was. So on this live, I decided, let's go ahead and push it. I was going to read the article. I had already read the article. And, you know, I'm dealing with some glass issues because I got my vision checked. My vision's off. And it seems like now every time I wear my glasses, when I take them off, now I really can't see. Like, I could see at least somewhat all right when I had, you know, the glasses off. I was just having some mild headaches. Now I'm completely blind when I take them off. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Either way, I saw this. And I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna play it. We play it, and I'm dying. Because it's this monotone, blah, 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 blah. You know, monotone, but the way this monotone thing is talking. So, literally, that moment, the audience kind of got my authentic, I don't know, just whatever. And so I'm sitting here, I was sitting in bed, I couldn't go to sleep, I was tossing and turning, and I'm like, what can I do? I need to get my mind off the tossing and turning. So I'm like, let's put a video together. What am I going to put a video together? I'm half asleep here. My brain's like half dead. So I just started thinking, and I went back and I was watching that skit, and I was like, this is funny. I'm going to piece this together. And it took me about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I can't remember. It was after midnight by the time I went to sleep. Either way, You guys got the final product. I know that some people have watched it on here, some people have not, so we are going to watch it together. I laugh every time I watch it. I'm sorry, I just do. There, it should be popping up. Popping up yet? Oh, look at it. There we go. And it's my crotch gate. This case, you know, I'm very emotional when it comes to the Bryan Kohberger case. Very emotional. We were out there, you know, we had an opportunity to really get to know the victims of this by the work that we did. And so this case I really take seriously. But there are just some things that I'm just like, you've got to be joking me. Like, you have got to be stinking joking me. Are you joking me right now? So Bryan Kohberger's claims media are focusing on his crotch. I can promise you. They're probably taking the cameras off your face because you've been complaining about it being in your face. And there's only so many things that they can focus on. Just saying. I doubt your crotch is newsworthy at all. So Nancy Taylor, Jay Logsdon, Bryan Kohberger. Really? You got nothing we want to see, babe. I can assure you that. That's probably why you're in the position you're in, Mr. Kohberger. Like, none of us, and I mean none of us, want to see that. But for the love of everything that is holy out there in the world, where would you like them to focus the camera? I mean, how picky are we going to be about this? So it's focusing primarily on his face. Now it's not that. Now I guess all these thumbnails out there on the streets of YouTube and abroad must be, you know, having these crotch shots. The people here on social media, we don't care about his crotch. Maybe I need to become a content creator and quit my day job.
Bryan Kohberger recently argued that cameras in court are focusing too much on their client's crotch and should be removed from future hearings, including a claim that some cameras have been targeting his fly. Mr. Kohberger is entitled to defend himself against capital criminal charges without cameras focused on his fly.
How can you keep a straight face?
Social media post that appears at page 3 of his motion. No photographs or camera coverage focused on Mr. Kohberger's fly.
This is the funniest shit I have ever heard in a case in my life. OMG. I'm wondering if I should intervene in the court hearing. But should we be intervening so we can focus on his crotch? Now, no matter what. Every time he walks in, our eyes are going to go directly to his crotch. He's going to walk in, watch. I guarantee it. We're going to be on crotch watch now. Crotchgate? Should we call it Crotchgate? Crotchgate 2023? We have to give props to mainstream media because I really don't know how they keep a straight face. We're going to be on crotch watch now. And there you have it, and there you have it, and there you have it. Oh, I gotta stop making all the words going. Crotch Watch 2023, baby. Crotch Watch 2023. So there's just a few things that when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm usually laser focused on the job, laser focused on I take a lot of this stuff seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a serious person and a very passionate person when it comes to these cases. I really don't goof off too much when it comes to these cases. But this is just this. I just couldn't. I don't know how I couldn't even get through the show. I had tears rolling down my face. I didn't expect it, I didn't expect myself to go that route, but it was funny. It was one of the most hilarious things I think I have ever heard in my life. Clearly that I didn't even know how to handle it. Like, I'm handling it a little better, and as you can see, it's still a very hard subject to keep a straight face with. It truly is a very difficult topic for me to keep a straight face. But in all reality, I know that you can argue just about anything by motion in a hearing, in a court proceeding. And
So, you know, whatever, like I said, I don't think that this is I don't know if she really wants these cameras out of the courtroom, but I know that it's still one more motion to bring everybody to court for, one more thing to slow the hearings, the courts and the trial courts down on. You know, it's just one more thing. And so I also did this one. I'll put this one up too. Let me see if I can pause it before it starts. There we go. We're going to pause it before it starts. And this kind of gives you my opinion on how I think the judge might rule in the whole cameras. Might not, but might rule in the cameras. Let's see whether I think Judge John C. Judge is buying the whole let's remove the cameras from the courtroom because it's focusing on his face and his crotch. You can't make this stuff up. I'll be opening the phone lines. But you just can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. I swear. Too much sometimes. So, Bryan Kohberger's defense are going after the cameras in the courtroom again. This is starting to get ridiculous about the cameras in the courtroom. They were talking about it focusing on his face. Well, look at this. This is the crotch shot of Bryan C. Kohberger that I believe is causing all this hype throughout this. They are addressing the focusing on him and the paperwork on their desk. I don't know how this is going to play out, but stay tuned. Here's the most recent docket for Bryan C. Kohberger, and as you can see, the defense has filed a motion to remove cameras from the courtroom. However, I don't think Judge John C. Judge is buying it. Look at this. He is denying the request of other reporters to videotape in the courtroom. You see, the reason for his denial is because of the pooled cameras in the courtroom. So now that you have the information, we see the defense is requesting that the cameras be removed from the courtroom. Other reporters have put in applications to record in the courtroom, and those have been denied because there's already a pooled videographer and photographer. It doesn't sound like Judge John C. Judge is really entertaining removing the cameras from the courtrooms. So what are your thoughts? Oh, I look so cute. Look at me all growing up. Aw, you guys didn't think the day would ever come. I'm like ready for my graduation hat. I'm just joking. I know my haters are going to tear that apart. That's okay. Take it. Just know where your light bill came from, babe. So there you have it. I'm going to go... It's kind of hard with the whole crotch gate that we've got going on. Don't forget to submit yours. We don't do a whole lot of funny things on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Literally never. There's been nothing in this world that has ever moved me. You know, again, we take the Idaho 4 and Bryan Kohberger in this case very, very seriously. However, this is some funny stuff. We acknowledge that this is some funny stuff, and we are going to capitalize on crotch shots and crotchgate, okay? Somebody out there gets to capitalize with a free Bullhorn Betty Bullhorn Betty t-shirt for them. It's going to be made by our lovely Sonia and shipped directly to you, so you get to choose whatever Bullhorn Betty design Sonia has, except one, and that's for my shirts. It's for my shirt, my personal shirt, but everything else you can have. And there is also, what else is it? So whoever wins the crotchgate thumbnail, which I'm not voting on at all. We are going to vote on this collectively as a channel who wins the contest. And the winner gets the shirt of their choosing, their size. You don't have to worry about it coming in the wrong size or anything else like that. Why are you talking about these cases when you are totally... I don't understand why people are why are you even concerned about my personal business?
And that's my question for you. I would really wish that you would just get your own life. Like, literally get your own life. I swear to God. Anyways. But you're going to get your free Bullhorn Betty membership, or I keep saying membership. It won't, just falls right out of your mouth, right? But it's a t-shirt. Anyways, long story short, we've already had several entries. I believe there's one entry I may have that has just came in later today, but just recently, that I may have not put up yet. I got to check and make sure. We love you. Oh, 100 Batty, tell them. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's just stupid. Like, they're so jealous of me they can't even stay away from me. It's becoming an illness on them, and it's starting. Now that all the dust is starting to settle, people are starting to see what it is for what it is. I mean, we have not done anything wrong on here. I mean, hell, the last time we even done a protest was almost a year ago. For the good grief, get your own life. Get your own life. And guess what? I'll do a protest whenever I feel like doing a protest. My body, my choice. My mouth, my choice. So, you can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's not going to stop me from being me. If you're trying to change a turning 44 this month, year-old woman, you got another thing coming. Like, it ain't happening, babe. It ain't happening. Like, at this point, trust me, if you guys have been trying for 2 years. 2 years. Weren't trying to destroy my business 2 years ago like you are now, but 2 years. So, enough's enough. Yeah, people are starting to see that you guys are completely jealous and refuse to actually get off your butt and go do it. Listen, and even if you wanted to stay home, nobody cares if you stay home. Nobody cares. But don't be dogging and running your mouth about the people that are spending real money to go out there and then stealing their content to bash them because you won't get out there and get your own content. That's what I have a problem with. The only reason why you're sitting here criticizing me is because you want to come and steal my content for clicks and views. And the only way that you think or theorize that you can do that is by criticizing me. So that's what you do. And you steal, because let me tell you, I've looked at the numbers of this one creator, you guys know who I'm talking about, the one that teaches children that literally has no business being in a school, had the parent, one of the parents of Layla, God bless them, but put them in a terrible situation, sits there and she didn't do her facts, and she's been sitting here badgering me. But think about it. Every time, go look at her channel. Every time she doesn't put me in the title, she literally only has 100 or 200 views on it. The minute she puts me in her titles, she gets 2,000 views. Now you tell me, is she really talking about me because she doesn't like me, because I'm out searching for people, doing good in this world? No. She found a way to make money. That's why she attacks me. That's why other people have attacked me, because they're stealing my content under the guise of criticism, so they don't have to go out and do it. So let's call it for what it is. Trust me, once this work is registered, but people are now starting to see. They're like, oh, they're exposing you. How are you exposing me? Somebody that exposes me would be telling the world something I'm not telling them. That's exposing that person. When you're just criticizing the stuff you're not exposing me. Obviously, I'm proud of the work. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put that out to the world. So this whole exposing thing, let's stop with that too, right? Let's stop with the whole tragedy pimp, the exposing, all that nonsense that literally is just, has no place. Because you do it too. You do it too. So every time you come up with these coined phrases, you're only talking about yourself. Look how quick somebody was ready to jump on an interview. I haven't even given an interview to somebody, and they were so quick to jump on an interview to disparage a missing girl's mother just to try to get at me. That, to me, should show the world everything that they need to know. Anyways, moving on. Let's open the phones. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the phones have been open. You guys could have just called in and distracted me. Could have done that. But other than that, I hope everybody is doing well this Labor Day. I knew that today was not going to produce a whole lot, but I have not seen you guys in a couple days. Hopefully everybody can hear. This is Betty.
Hey, Betty.
Hello, hello. Who is this?
Hello. Hey, Unicorn One, Indiana.
I figured
Love
it
you,
was
babe.
because you were wanting to call in. So.
Oh my God. The crotch thing is just awesome. I thought I was going to fall on the floor laughing at work the other day.
It was funny.
That is great. You know, I've not seen any videos of him in any of the newscasts, nothing. Where is that coming from?
Oh, it was like one tweet. I think somebody's like, basically she's making a problem out of something that's not a problem. Somebody must have had a picture of it on their Twitter. It has like in the motion or the paperwork to remove the cameras. It has the person that wrote it, but I have no idea who it was.
I mean, okay, come on, really. If they put it on his face, he don't want it on his face. What does he want it on? His pinky? Because that's about what his crotch probably is a wheelie.
I know.
It's called a jerkin.
Oh
a jerkin pickle.
Yeah, it's a little crazy, but this, everything's always so, so sad and everything. Like, we don't have, like, the whole story is sad around this, but, the one opportunities that we do get to make fun of something, like, this is going to be, I don't think we're going to have an opportunity like this again.
Oh, my God. I'm like you, I've never heard anything like this, any kind of court case. They are grasping at straws. Because they know he's going down.
Yeah. He was so eager to come back here and exonerate himself, and now it's like pulling teeth to get an alibi. I really think that they got the right guy. I mean, I thought it when I read that probable cause affidavit, because as soon as I read it, I'm like, they did a darn good job.
Yep. All right, babe, I'll let you go. I just want to tell you, I try to catch you every live I can. You're awesome, and, get ready. I don't do online supporting, but I did send you something personally, and it's good. I'm going to do some more because you are awesome. I don't always agree with everything, but overall, 99.9%, you are freaking right.
Yeah, I appreciate
You're right.
that. And you know what? It's not about agreeing 100% or parroting each other. It's about supporting the overall goal.
Exactly. But these people, these stupid ass, what do you want to call them?
We'll just call them what you want to call them.
Yes, exactly. You know what? They sit there behind their computers, do nothing all day but harass people. And that is BS. And that's not what I wanted to say, but that's BS. You get out, boots on the ground. I was watching you. I've watched you ever since Gabby. And if those people, the haters, okay, if the haters can't do anything to help other than harassing people, that's not help. That is harassing. Get off your ass and do something, haters.
Yeah, and what we mean by get off your ass is not necessarily literally meaning get out of your chair and go out there and help. It could be that if that's your desire.
No, but there's other ways. There's other ways to help.
Yes, getting off your butt and passing around flyers, making groups up,
yes.
Putting out information. There's so much stuff people could be doing
besides focusing on me or focusing on other content creators that.
But you know why they're focusing on you? You know why they're focusing on you is because
They would never know where to begin to do the kind of work that we do. That's why.
No.
Period.
No. And you are doing awesome. And I just think that, and I know just like Wago when whoever it was, and I commented back, go away. You know? Don't give them. Just ignore them. Don't give it. Don't give it to them.
Yeah, I've been ignoring them. That one just happened to. I was reading it before I realized it was snarky, and it's like, that's my problem. Is I'm here and I'm trying to read comments. That's why I quit reading comments. Is because when I'm here, it's going to end up going. What's going to end up happening with these haters, and you guys can condemn them for it, but what will end up happening is I won't be answering any comments unless they're super chats. How
do they keep going, Betty, with what they're doing? Because I just can't imagine people following them.
Well, they do, because they've beat it in their head that actually putting action behind words is a bad thing.
Yeah.
In this day and age, you are to sit down and let everybody else do it for you. So that's the age that we are in. That's the kind of mentality a lot of people are in. There's nothing stopping these people from donating money to reward funds. There's nothing stopping people from printing out flyers and mailing them to these areas that need them. There's a lot of stuff that people could do to help. They choose not to, and literally choose to condemn the people that are truly giving from the right place and the right. And I'm getting to the point where, just because I'm out here and I'm very passionate about something and I'm very, on point with why I feel the way I do, doesn't mean that I'm not doing this for the right reasons. I absolutely am. And quite frankly, I'm the only person, other than a few other content creators, that are taking the money that they're making and literally putting it forward and paying it forward to these families by means of flyers, banners, people, boots on the ground, attention.
Things they need that they can't do themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just sad because even Layla Santinello, her mom could have used a lot of help here on YouTube, but thank God for TikTok. No offense to my YouTube people here, but thank God for TikTok, because we were able to get her out in front of millions of people, and we could have done that here on TikTok by everybody here working toward a common goal. But no, it's all about a popularity contest, and sorry, I'm not playing. Take me out. I failed. Well, I will be the loser. I don't care. I just went off this crazy train.
Right. I got one more question for you before I let you go. At work the other day, I heard something about a body being found close to Summer Wells, and it was a female body, but they didn't say how old or anything. Have you heard anything about that?
Yes, and just to clarify, they have not even identified whether it was a male or female according to the articles. Now, if somebody is there in the community that has a little more insight that's not being published in the newspapers, that might be a possibility where somebody knows some information I don't. But I actually just checked on this before I started my live, because I am curious about who that could be. And I'm curious to find out whether it's a female, whether it's an adult, whether it's a child, whether it's male, so we can try to figure out who this person is, because I'm covering a couple cases in Tennessee as we speak.
In Tennessee, yes. Yes. Well, and I heard that it was female, but they didn't specify how old, so that's why I was wondering if it, and it wasn't very far away.
I hope they did specify that, but you got to remember, we also have another young lady by the name of Layla Santinello that's also missing, and we're missing her.
Actually, yes.
And she's from the same area.
Yep. All right, babe. I will let you go, and love you from Indiana, and I'm going to keep watching, and I'll send you some more stuff to help out.
Thank you, Love Bug.
All right. Love you, babe.
Love
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh, that was sweet, Unicorn. Thank you. It's always nice when I get to talk to you. You're a no BS type of person, too.
You and I could have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to beat around. I love it when you don't have to beat around the bush. You know, those the friends. I think that's why the people that are here. That, like I say, it's not about quantity. It's about quality. And I think that the people that are here that I communicate with the most, that are here just every single show, I think we are like eyeball to eyeball. I think we are just kind of just very, you know, we can have a conversation. Just be ourselves. Let it just, you know what we mean when we mean it. You know, type of conversation. So it's always so nice. I know who this is. Oh my God.
How are you? Finally got you live. I've been my brother's in Atlanta. I went to my niece's wedding. I went to spend some time with them before surgery. So I happened to, my kids would just bring me out to eat, so I'm hiding in the bathroom. So I wanted to just call in and see if it's all right to give you a buzz later.
I haven't talked to you since before. I think the hurricane was just passing me when I spoke to you last. So how did you fare with the hurricane in Georgia?
I was in Atlanta, so we didn't get hit over there. But where I am, we did all right. It ended up turning the other way, so we didn't even lose power. Nice. I wasn't there when it happened, but we didn't end up losing power, so we lucked out. Thank God. We were prepared, but it didn't hit us, so.
Nice. So, are you ready?
As ready as I'm going to be.
What time are you leaving in the morning?
I got to be at the hospital by 8:30. So.
And you got to fast tonight, too.
Got what?
You got to fast tonight, too.
Yeah, I've been doing that anyway, so I'm off by, I don't usually eat until like about 6, 7 o'clock. So I'm like, my kids wanted to bring me out before I go, and it's my daughter's birthday, so my son's birthday 2 days ago there. So Labor Day is always birthday weekend for me. But what do you call it? Yeah, is it right to give you a call later when I get done eating?
Yeah, I'll be around. I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to be doing research and piecing together videos.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll give you a buzz when we get out of here. But I didn't get the credit. I've been missing your lives. Well, I catch the end every time. The other day I went on, it was like, just as I'm getting on, you were wrapping up. Like, you figure.
Don't feel bad. My live schedule has been so. It's been.
I know.
Screwed up for about a month and a half now, and I need to get.
I actually enjoy the early ones now because I used to set my clock. And every time I set it, the last time I set it for like, I think it was 6 o'clock, you went on at 5:45, but that's the day you and Olivia were heading out. So I'm like, I can't seem to catch you. But I watch them. I watch the replays, and I usually catch like midway towards the end because I got it to pop on my phone where it'll tell you that you're live, but it still won't do the sound. So I was supposed to meet up with Jen between, but then I went to Atlanta early. I was supposed to leave, be there for Thursday, but I went on a Tuesday because of the storm. I left early.
She was right up. She was not close to the water. I need to call her and check on her. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, no, she did good. I don't know what happened. I was on a live last night, and she always goes on it, and I was asking about it. They said something with her family. So I had texted her early today because I needed a number, but I didn't talk to her. So she's supposed to call me later, to talk to me before surgery. She's so nice. She goes off. If you need anything, I'm right. She's only 5 minutes from me. But we're supposed to go out for a drink, and it just didn't happen because I left early, so I'll have to wait till after I recover and hook up with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's really nice. So I'm gonna she said she'd call me later on. There's a few people that's gonna call me, but I said I have to talk to Betty.
Aw, yeah, give me a call. Give me a call when this ends. I'll be available.
All right, we're just getting something to eat, and I gotta pick up a scrub brush because I gotta wash with this special soap, and I gotta do my back, so I need one of them, scrudgy things with a stick. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna head home and get everything ready. I gotta pack a bag for the hospital and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So I'm glad I caught you live. It was nice finally. Yeah. So I'll give you a buzz later, love.
All right. Love you, and we'll talk
All right.
soon.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye. Bye, everyone.
So So just a big shout out. Regina says, blessings and prayers. TikTok it up, Betty. Thank you. Thank you. I figured, and you know what? It's more creative content anyways. I think you guys will enjoy it. Just be sure to make sure that you got the notifications set to all. So it's just not giving you guys my lives or what you guys are accustomed to watching, because I will be putting out more produced content. And I'll also, you know, as I start getting more comfortable, I will start making them longer and longer and bringing more documentary type of videos here. Again, it's not going to be anything or to even compete with Olivia. It's just to put the content in a different format. You're still going to get the raw content that you're accustomed to me throwing up here when I'm out in the field. I just, however it comes is however it gets out. Type stuff, and it's, you know, I think the audience likes that because they get to see all of it. So we'll be definitely doing that as well in the future, but I'm also going to be taking some of that content that I throw out there to you guys raw and making something with it as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're trying to tone it down a little bit, trying to, you know, really emphasize on the cases and the victims. So hopefully you are seeing that and you guys like it. And don't forget, when you guys see something you like, don't forget to get that thumbs up, even if it's on TikTok. Put that little heart on there. So I know that's a video that you like and you'd like to see more of. You know, those likes kind of help guide us. And you have to remember, it's kind of hard right now because we have a whole hate squad that comes out here and tries to diminish, you know, the hard work that I'm putting into this and tries to shadow ban these stuff, and but they've been doing it for 2 years. That, you know, TikTok or YouTube's not even really, it doesn't shadow ban me like they're hoping it would. But either way, I still would like to see those likes come up. What else do we have? Just Deb, we have your back, Betty. You're the best. Thank you. I know you guys do. You guys have always been amazing and awesome. Hope you have a nice Labor Day wherever you are. Thank you so much, Only M, for that as well. And thank you, and have a happy Labor's Day as well. Labor's Day, believe it or not, was during our Industrial Revolution era. And the Industrial Revolution brought a lot of poor labor practices because, you know, it was the industry. You know, we went industrial and we were making a lot of huge leaps and bounds. A lot of wealth was made during that industrial rush type of era of our country. And so they wanted to, you know, basically celebrate the laborers, i.e. Labor Day. So Labor Day has been around ever since then, you know, to show appreciation for the labor force. Now I just think it's a holiday that people have no appreciation for. The only thing they appreciate is they get a day off work. You know, the people that, the whole purpose of it, I mean, there is real meaning behind Labor Day other than, you know, just for the workers. And I hope that for those that are history buffs, look into that, read it, and understand why Labor Day is what it is. It's quite an interesting read. For some, it might put you to sleep, but for me, it's kind of both. You know, it's kind of both. It's like I strive for the information, but some of the writings, when you're talking about history, can be very boring, and not too exciting. So that's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right, guys. Well, we've been on for over an hour. I was only going to come on for about a half hour. My nephew was a high-rank hacker for the U.S. Army. He tracked Bin Laden family. I know what hackers can do. Hackers are pretty nasty. And all we can do is just try. But the idea, you know, you try to keep it as away from people as possible. But if you don't think China already has everything, or Russia doesn't already have everything, you're sorely mistaken. You know, they don't know who we are, but they know who we are. So I'm sorry, it just is what it is. It is what it is. I hope people don't, you know, I try to protect everything, so I don't personally get hacked. I'm very cognizant that there are hackers out there. I'm cognizant that I have a lot of people that have better computer skills than I that don't like me now. So I'm on that thing. I trust no one. I trust no one. This is Betty.
Hi, Betty. How are you? This is Luna Moon.
Hi, Luna Moon. How are you doing?
I am doing great. I am. I was waiting for the right time to call, and then you were getting ready to go again, and I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute. Because I wanted to laugh with you about this Bryan Crotch.
Crotchgate?
Crotchgate. Yes, I love it.
Are you going to be submitting a thumbnail for Crotchgate?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
See, I'm brand new at this, so I'm going to try to do it. It's going to be like one of the first things I do on this, on my channel that I'll be starting soon. But anyhow, besides that, your trolls, they really need the Lord's guidance. Do you know what I'm saying?
They need Jesus.
I think that they should renounce themselves and ask for Jesus' forgiveness and just get on with their life.
I wish
because that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah, and for the people that want to talk about true crime, talk about true crime. But why do people find it okay to be of the community of the mindset that we don't bully, but it's okay to bully if you perceive the person as a bully? I was taught when we were growing up, 2 rights don't make a wrong, or 2 wrongs don't make a right. And so this idea that you're justified in your bullying, but the bullying I do, I'm not justified in. I mean, it just starts. It's like who makes the decision of who the tragedy pimps are and who aren't? Who makes the decision on who the grifters are and who aren't? Who makes the decisions? It's like this one little cluster of people that think that they rule YouTube, like they're the freaking hit squad and mafia of YouTube. Like, give me a freaking break.
This is worse. Right. This is worse than high school stuff. I mean, this is taking it way over the levels. You know, it's ridiculous. Poor Dumpling has been going through it. You know, and they even started trying to attack on Huntress too. And, you know, it just really makes me sick to my stomach to know that this is what the later generations from myself are doing. It's just so wrong. I mean, even the 3rd or 4th generation below me, they have no sense and respect for anything. You know, it's things are given to them and given to them so much that they're almost, you know, they always expect to get their way. And eventually that's not going to work for them.
No, it's not.
They're going to fail.
At all.
They're going to fail and end up being trolls on YouTube.
Well, most of them already are. I mean, and again, you know, nobody's saying who can cover what. I've never told anybody, you can't cover true crime, or you can't talk about true crime that the way you feel you should talk about true crime on your channel that you chose to build from scratch. I've never done that to anybody. Like, these people, they're idiots. And quite frankly, I really don't care if they talk about me. But when you start hatching out a plan to take down my business,
exactly,
you're getting now you got yourself a lawsuit.
Yeah, well, yeah, I bet you're right. You know, and then they don't even back off. There's no respect for that. They come at you harder.
Because they're all, think about it. These are abusive people. People want to talk about abuse, and can you imagine these people's home life? If they are this disgruntled with somebody that they don't know, can you imagine how they would be when they're disgruntled with somebody they do? Nobody is looking past these things going on YouTube. Like, you had another creator show up at another creator's house. You could have used that gas money in that time to go and go to some victim's house or their suspect's house and utilize
your voice for something that really had purpose and really had meaning, and you chose to use it for some petty BS on YouTube, and you ran off like a little doggy with a tail between the legs, baby. And listen to this. Baby, let me tell you something. Let me get close to this microphone so you can hear me. You are no Bullhorn Betty, because Bullhorn Betties, we are not scared. We know how to kick our feet up and stay a while, if you know what I mean.
Yes, ma'am.
And that just shows you. Think about it. All the stuff that they said about me, how horrible I was. I was out in the street with a bullhorn. I was going to unsuspecting people's houses. And what do you know? A woman with blonde hair shows up with a bullhorn outside of a YouTuber's house, something I would never do.
Oh, no.
But we're not jealous. We're not jealous. And she couldn't even do it right.
Yeah, I, when that happened, I was like, you know what? That's not her. She doesn't do things like that. You have so much more respect for yourself.
It has to be for a damn good cause for me to pull out my bullhorn. It's got to be a pretty damn good cause for me to pull out that bullhorn.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I know that, because you only pull that out when you mean business. Mm-hmm. I have noticed that about you, ma'am, because I've been watching you since Gabby also, and I just love all you guys. I miss Molly, of course.
Yeah, she's missed on YouTube, and I can tell that people, and I think that's why other people are attacking other creators, is they have nobody to, they're attackers, they're abusers. So they have to have somebody to attack. So when, like Marissa, she took a lot of brunt from all these people's attacks. When she was removed from YouTube, they have to find somebody else. And nobody was a cash cow to them like Molly Golightly.
Yep. And that's a shame. And it's, I don't like to have hate in my heart for anybody, but I am allowed to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I just, like I say, I just hope the good Lord shows them a different path in life somehow, one way or another.
Do you remember the ice skaters? The infamous ice skater, and why can't I remember that? I know you know who I'm talking about. Ice skater. The ice skater
got smacked in the leg?
Yeah, another contestant. And I remember it was, I'll tell you exactly who it was in just a second. Hardington and Kerrigan. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Tanya Harding and Nancy
Tanya
Kerrigan.
Harding
That's right.
And,
yes. I've
Nancy
seen that.
Kerrigan. So I feel like it's that. Like these people are the Tanya Hardings, right? They think if they kneecap you and get you out of the way, they're going to be number one. No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. People will never go to your channel because you don't know how to talk. Uneducated people have to use a lot of swear words to make themselves feel good. And quite frankly, your research is garbage. You're lazy, you're disgusting, and people don't want to, I'm sorry. If people want to talk to an emoji, talk to an emoji. But I guarantee you, if any of those people turn their cameras on, you would be disgusted what lies behind the camera. And I'm not even talking about the person's looks. Disgusted.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been around people like that and in the old neighborhood, just very unhappy people, and they have to make noise every day just because they're depressed and they don't like their own life. And, that's not our fault. I've had to get up out of the chair and get my butt going and, quit sitting here feeling sorry for myself without, but I never took it out on anybody.
Right.
But myself.
If you have good content, you don't need to disrespect anybody else's content to get ahead. Just saying.
Yeah. The only time I'm ever disrespectful is if I'm disrespected first. But I try to gain your respect first. I try to gain it and I try to show it to you. But if I get smacked upside the head, well, then it's done and over.
Yeah. Yeah, and people don't like my response because I'm one of those people, like, you don't know me, so if you come to me sideways out the gate, I'm done with you, out the gate. Like,
Yeah, I've noticed that about you.
I'm not one of these people that forget 15 minutes later and they're like, oh, I didn't know you then, I'm so sorry. Well, maybe this is a life lesson for you to get to know people better before you make a decision for yourself that you can never undo.
Right. Yeah, people definitely don't think before their actions.
Yep, true story.
And that's sad. I always think about things before I do because you know what? I've been in trouble. I've gone out there and done stuff without thinking about it first, and and then I get my ass in trouble. But you get older and wiser, and you figure out how not to do that no more. So there you go.
All right, well that's my doorbell. Let me let you go. Let me go grab this real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye. Great to hear from you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Guys, give me a second. I know what it is. It's pizza. I'm coming. I'll leave it just the way it is. Thank you. Pizza! My neighbor called me and said, you want some pizza? I'm like, yeah. Tells me it's going to be 20 or 30 minutes before it gets here. And I'm like, okay. Hold on, Mom. I'm coming. Hold on. Hold on. Give me just a second, Ma. But anyways, he tells me that pizza will be here in 20, 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a 20, 30-minute live anyways. Perfect timing. Get the live set up. He texted me and he says, pizza's ready. I said, I just started the live. Give me 30 minutes. And as you can tell, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. He's probably thinking I fell into a freaking abyss. All right. Hi, Mama Bullhorn. How are you doing?
I'm fine, darling. How are you? Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day to you, too.
Your baby sister started anchoring at 1 a.m. this morning.
Nice. Nice.
She was on last night. Had to be back this morning around 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I'm thinking of you and your wild hours. I've kind of, since I'm recovering from my niece, I'm doing much better at sleeping all night. But
are you?
Yeah. I wake up a couple of times, but nothing like what I was. And I've worked, we had storm cleanup and stuff today. So, I have the screens. I don't know. I've got the patch stuff to fix the screens. So I hope we can fix the screens on the patio around the pool. But Jack went around killing ants today. That's what happens every time we get hurricane. The ants start intruding,
I had an ant on
like
my
crazy.
Nightstand. Just one ant just roaming around by itself on my nightstand. I ended up killing it, but I was thinking I need to go and get the spray and spray around the house.
Well, Mule Team Borax. Buy a big, 2 or 3 pound box and put it on your windowsills and around the border of your concrete walls
I'm not
outside.
looking for powder around everything. I'm just going to get some spray.
It's a lot cheaper.
Might be a lot cheaper, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to have... I remember going into those old people's houses. I shouldn't say it like that. I was 2 and 3, 4 and 5 years old. So when I say old
Like your
people's
grandpa's house?
This was I'm talking about 70 and 80 years old when I was 4, 5, and 6. And I remember I had to help Dad, take the plates off the receptacles and the switches or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And people would have all that powder all along the edges of their. No.
Yeah.
I already call myself an old geezer. I don't need anything reminding me more of me being an old geezer.
Well, back when I was 4 or 5, they used DDT and chlordane.
Remember the BVTs? The BVT commercial?
Yeah.
I can do anything in my BBTs.
Oh God, you're thinking of Crotchgate too much. But my grandmother, mosquitoes were so bad down by the river where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
She would literally take her pump sprayer that she sprayed all the plants with
Mm-hmm.
and spray us down with Raid spray from the legs down every day. Don't tell me that doesn't cause Alzheimer's or multiple
you older
sclerosis.
people were all effed up. I don't know what they did. You guys were experimental projects. So I'll be the first to admit it.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Well, when I start climbing up on the roof and running around the yard naked like my neighbors thought it was me. Oh, I've got a story for everyone. Listen up. Andrew knows about this.
If it's about an embarrassing moment, let's not. If it's an embarrassing moment about me, I'm fine with it. But if it's an embarrassing moment about you, let's not.
I don't know if it's so embarrassing.
You don't need thumbnails.
Oh, okay, fine. Now everybody will want to know. But be careful who you have. Be careful who you have sit your house while you're on vacation, and make sure they're not alcoholics and like to go nude. That's all I have to say.
Well,
all right, baby.
I just want everybody to know it wasn't me. I just want to make sure everybody knows that was not me.
She had her hair cut exactly like me, same color as me. She was the same size as me, and for years the neighbors thought it was me.
That was the lady behind our house. I remember that now. All right. Thank God you vindicated me before you got off. All right. I love you, Mom. I'm going to let you go before something else falls down.
Bye-bye.
Happy Labor Day. What are we going to do about our mamas? Mama Bullhorn, Mama Bullhorn, Mama Bullhorn. I thought she was going to talk about something embarrassing about her. That wasn't. She could have went on with that story. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't nothing embarrassing about her, but I know who she's talking about. But I just wanted to, because she had to finish that conversation. I just want to let you guys know it wasn't me. Okay? I know if I don't come out and say it immediately after it happens, the rumor mills will start because, facts aren't their product, right? Their product is shock and awe. They don't care if the facts are right. Crotchgate. For those that are just tuning in, we're going to watch this video one more time. Only one more time. Only one more time. And then I'm done for the day. I'm going to enjoy myself. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. I don't know what it is. For those that have missed this funny skit that I did, this, just to give you background, was from a live while I was covering some aspect of the Bryan Kohberger case, and I kind of lost my stuff. And it was so funny that I ended up clipping it all up and making a video out of it. And this is your final product for your video. Oops. Thank God I didn't have the phone numbers all there. That's why I do that, because I know how I am, so I always do protective things. Okay. There we go. This case, I'm very emotional when it comes to the Bryan Kohberger case. Very emotional. We were out there. We had an opportunity to really get to know the victims of this by the work that we did. And so this case I really, really, really take seriously. But there are just some things that I'm just like, you've got to be joking me. Like, you have got to be stinking joking me. Are you joking me right now? So Bryan Kohberger's claims, media are focusing on his crotch. I can promise you. They're probably taking the cameras off your face because you've been complaining about it being in your face. And there's only so many things that they can focus on. Just saying. I doubt your crotch is newsworthy at all. So Nancy Taylor, Jay Logsdon, Bryan Kohberger. Really? You got nothing we want to see, babe. I can assure you that. That's probably why you're in the position you're in, Mr. Kohberger. Like, none of us, and I mean none of us, want to see that. But for the love of everything that is holy out there in the world, where would you like them to focus the camera? I mean, how picky are we going to be about this? So it's focusing primarily on his face. Now it's not that. Now I guess all these thumbnails out there on the streets of YouTube and abroad must be, you know, having these crotch shot. The people here on social media, we don't care about his crotch. Maybe I need to become a content creator and quit my day job.
Bryan Kohberger recently argued that cameras in court are focusing too much on their client's crotch and should be removed from future hearings, including a claim that some cameras have been targeting his fly. Mr. Kohberger is entitled to defend himself against capital criminal charges without cameras focused on his fly.
How can you keep a straight face?
Social media post that appears at page 3 of his motion. No photographs or camera coverage focused on Mr. Kohberger's fly.
This is the funniest shit I have ever heard in a case in my life. OMG. I'm wondering if I should intervene in the court hearing. But should we be intervening so we can focus on his crotch? Now, no matter what. Every time he walks in, our eyes are going to go directly to his crotch. He's going to walk in, watch. I guarantee it. We're going to be on crotch watch now. Crotchgate? Should we call it Crotchgate? Crotchgate 2023? We have to give props to mainstream media because I really don't know how they keep a straight face. We're going to be on crotch watch now. And there you guys go. There you go. Crotch watch 2023, folks. Crotch watch 2023. So that was our funny comedy for today. We will be back here tomorrow. I would say I know what time I'm going to be live. You know, we have this thing called the Coffee Club from 6:30 to 8:30. But you know, one of these things is when you make plans in life, sometimes God is a funny guy. You know, he's a funny guy. Even when you make the best plans, they don't always come to fruition. Okay, I don't know what's been going on for the last month and a half, but I know I've been working my butt off and I still can't just start these lives on time. So I figured there's a reason. I haven't figured out the reason yet, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know. But hopefully tomorrow, we'll have our coffee club on time. But if I don't, if it's at 7:30 instead of 6:30, you guys are just going to have to forgive me. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, I'm up. It's just getting everything ready, and because I think it's because I always try to get, sorry, my ear gets itchy with these buds in them. But I try to get up and get a video out on TikTok. Sometimes my TikTok videos first thing in the morning takes me a little more time than I expected. And by the time I'm done with it, I still haven't even had a cup of coffee, yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, push comes to shove. Here it is, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just now going live. So I'm still having some growing pains here behind the scenes on building. That channel was already built before I came over here. But reacclimating with the TikTok and building that out a little bit better. We're doing great progress over there. I'm going to keep up the great work, and we're going to keep getting great content over here. And you guys, the one good thing that YouTube has that I don't do too much on TikTok is the lives. I do go on TikTok every now and again, but the lives are usually like 5 minutes. I don't even spend time with the audience really over there. I spend time with the audience here. So you guys will always still get my lives and only my lives. And be able to call in. I don't do this on any other platform that I'm on, only on YouTube. So anyways, guys, go and make it a great day. Today you have a day off. It is Labor Day, which is celebrating you, the laborer. So if you haven't gone out for a wonderful steak dinner, if you have not gone out for that wonderful walk, peace and serenity, if you haven't gone to that park, if you haven't taken the kids out of the house and they're bouncing off the walls, get your butt up. Go out and make it a great day and celebrate yourself today. Celebrate yourself. Again, happy Labor Days to all of my beautiful laborers in the world. God bless you and have a great day. Until next time, please be safe and kind to one another, primarily in the chat box below.